Welcome back, beer tubers. Time to take a look at Epic Brewing's Big Bad Baptist. This is their Imperial Stout with cocoa nibs and coffee and aged in whiskey barrels. So I already got it poured out. Let's give you some more information. This is release number 10 and it sits at 11.4% ABV. So I already got it poured. I was getting about a finger of pretty dark head on there. I mean, that's a nice light brown mocha color, some legs on the glass, pitch black. I can get the aroma come from here, but let's dive into it. Oh wow, that smells awesome. Immediately get this coffee bourbon character, which is fantastic. Yeah, really prominent espresso, coffee, dark chocolate, some nice dark fruit. But you even get a lot of that really black malt characteristic, that almost burnt, almost smoky character. Some nice sweeter notes from the bourbon, or in this case American whiskey. I guess I'm not saying specifically that it's bourbon, but sweeter caramel notes coming up as well. So let's dig in. Cheers. That's nice. Wow. Big beer. Big long finish. Yeah, it's still going. Oh man, this is nice. If you're a fan of a little less sweet Imperial Stouts, you're going to enjoy this one. It's definitely got a ton of dark chocolate on the back. Ton of big roastiness, not only from the malt, from the coffee. It's got a slightly bitter finish to it with all the dark malts. Yeah, this is nice. I'm gonna keep sipping on this for a bit. So up front you get a lot of sweetness, sweet caramel, sweet breadiness, and that really prepares you for the rest of the beer, because it definitely dries out a lot after that big sweetness. You get a little bit of like a sweeter milk chocolate character sort of midway through, and then transitions in the back, and that's where you're getting the cocoa nibs, the coffee, and all those dark malts. I'm guessing there's some black malt in there. It's definitely got a smoky tinged, almost burnt character to it. You're definitely getting that espresso coffee character. The cocoa nibs kind of come in there. I wasn't picking them up initially, but they are present, just adding a little subtle, nutty, sort of fruity character to go on with a little bit of chocolate. I mean, that semi-sweet chocolate eventually turns into really dark, sort of bitter chocolate in the finish, and then picking up some of that whiskey note in there as well, that sweet caramel. Drinking some more, I start to pick up a bit more of a vanilla character that kind of helps with the sweetness up front, and then I'm starting to notice a little bit more of the oak tannins in the background, kind of help drying out the beer to go along with that 11.4% alcohol. The tannins aren't overly prominent, and I think the coffee and the cocoa nibs kind of help covering up some of that character. But wow, this is fantastic. Every sip I get something a little different. Different sips have one character being more intense than the others. So it's got some really nice complexity to it. They didn't overdo the coffee, didn't overdo the cocoa nibs. There's enough barrel character in there to keep things really interesting. This is a really well done beer. Relatively easy to find once it comes out, once they release it. I mean, you will find it on shelves in distribution, which is awesome. And it's reasonably priced. I'm pretty sure this is well under $15 a bomber, which is really hard to find for a barrel-aged beer. Although that being said, this probably doesn't see the barrels for too long. I'm not getting that intense barrel character that you would if it'd been in there for a year. You know, some of those beers have more intense vanilla into coconut, almond characteristics, and a little more tannin character. But man, really well done. Easy A for me. Excellent beer from Epic. Get Big Bad Baptist if you can. That's going to wrap it up. Until next time, please comment and subscribe. Cheers.